A true meditator is the surgery or the surgeon of the mind. A true meditator is like the surgeon of mind. Like we have body, mind, and soul. Meditation has three levels, three layers, three energy behavior. The first layer of meditation is the activity-based meditation, which can be termed as meditation, the action that brings energy of meditativeness into your body and expresses in your consciousness. The second layer is dhayana. That means it is no more an activity. The energies are very subtle and it's slightly difficult to comprehend as what to do. At the level of meditation, it is easy to understand what to do. At the level of dhyana, it is slightly difficult for anybody to comprehend, to understand what to do. And the third and the final level is Meditator. It is not meditation, it is not dhyana, it is meditator. Meditator meaning one who is in meditation, in whatever actions he does. He may be jumping off the cliff, he is still a meditator. He may be writing a poem, he is still a meditator. He may be trying to kill his enemy in a certain emergency situation. He is still in meditation. Or he is doing nothing, just like a lion gazing into the sunlight. He is just laid in a farmland, doing nothing, got nothing to do, and still he is in meditation. This is the third level of this journey of meditation. Three levels: meditation, dhyana, and true meditator. Every human child who is born into this planet consists of all these three layers of meditation within itself. Just like a seed containing a tree within the seed. The first being meditation, where you are either trying to bring meditativeness by a simple activity like breath, just inhaling and exhaling, a simple, eternal, and existential activity. Breathing is an activity done by all the creatures of this planet. But of course, the breathing in a human is already special. So when you just bring your attention and energy to the activity of breathing, then it becomes an act of meditation. So just inhaling slowly and exhaling slowly is happening on a normal accord without your consciousness, like the shower of rain, like the wind, like the trees giving oxygen and taking carbon dioxide. It is happening at a natural state. Then it is breathing. But when you bring your attention, the energy flows. And when that energy flows with attention into the breathing, it is meditation. The action which you are doing brings the meditative energy into your body, mind, and tries to raise the consciousness. So first, it can happen through breath. Second, a tree seems it does not make any noise. But if you go very closely to the tree and denoise all the other noises around the tree, then you will be able to hear the sound of the tree. Like there is a sound for gushing water, the little stream, the oceanic waves, the thunder, and your bodily functions like burping or digestion, everything has got a sound. Maybe we are able to listen, or maybe we are not able to listen. But sound is an existential phenomenon. Right from the origin of the first star of the universe to your speech, the first word of the child, Amma. Sound is also an existential phenomenon. And every sound has got different vibrations, and via vibrations it has got different energy expressions. Via sound and energy expressions, it has got different healing potency. So when you use the sound, and while you are making the sound or chanting the sound, if you bring your attention around the sound, attention and energy around the sound, because the mind wanders, the attention can be about what happened yesterday with the girlfriend, and you can chant the letter, the mantra, Om. Then your energy is divided halfway through. fullest potential is not getting released into your consciousness. If you can bring your attention, when your attention is connected with the sound which you are chanting, around the sound, if you bring your attention, then energy flows into that action, and the meditative energy flows like a spring water out of nowhere, just like some of the springs in a divine place which is born from that place, and it is available for us to drink. When your attention is around the chanting of the mantra, then the meditative energy is like a spring water, a self-serving spring water, and that spring water's meditative energy flows into your body, mind, consciousness, and of course it will create a powerful action. So we have seen breath, we have seen sound. Now whenever a new baby is born, the first thing it breathes, the second thing it makes sound, and the third thing it will move. Even though the baby will take 1 year, 1.5 years to start walking, even though the very first day it winks the eye, it looks at you, it listens to all the sounds. So the movement begins as the baby is born. Now, a simple action like clapping, just like a wood falling off the tree. A clap is simply an action. The wood broke from the tree, fell down. Two parts of your arm faced each other and made a sound. We call it clap. So that is movement. Similarly, the movement can be just a spin. The Sufi mystics place one palm facing towards the sky and one palm facing towards the earth, because palms are energy receptors. It is already connected to the infinite energy source just outside your body. So one palm towards the sky, the infinite energy, non-gravitational energy of the sky. One palm faced downward towards the earth, circular, gravity-oriented energy. And they just tilt their head towards the right or left, and they do a simple act, spinning. All small children like to spin. They love it. A simple act. So, what is the difference between a spin and meditation? Spinning is a movement. The difference is any action when the mind and your attention and energy is brought into that action, then it is meditation. Without bringing your attention, energy doesn't flow. When attention and energy doesn't flow, the consciousness does not arise, because it is the consciousness which sends the attention and energy also. So it is a mud and clay formation. When it is mud, it is not the clay. When it is clay, it is not the mud, but it is one. Similarly, when you bring your attention, the energy flows and it raises the consciousness. And when your energy and attention is brought, you are conscious also. So the source of energy and attention is consciousness, and the end point of energy and attention is also consciousness. So that is how a simple act like spinning, or you can choose a simple act like how a bird flies, up, down, up, down. You can see all children enjoys this wave motion of the bird. So this action, when intent and energy flows, it raises the consciousness, and the origin of intent is also consciousness. So when it is done consciously, it is meditation. When the consciousness is not triggered or stimulated, it is movement, it is action. So may it be breath, may it be sound, may it be movement, whatever the nature of meditation is, when intent, energy and consciousness is brought into that action, it is meditation. Just like a wood falling from the tree to the ground is normal action. When the very fall is recognized by the very wood itself, it is conscious of its fall, so it is meditation. So you can choose any meditation which will be a combination of either breath or movement or sound, but when you bring your focus, the energy, the attention into that action, it is meditation. The second layer of meditation is called dhayana. Dhyana and meditation is just like a seed and the growth of the tree. It is a seed which went inside the ground, but when poured sufficient water, it sprouted against the binding of the soil and started to see the sky and grow to its fullest potential. According to the potency of the seed, the tree grows towards the sky limitlessly, continuously. Meditation begins as the seed. If you protect it, nourish it, then it grows like a tree infinitely to touch the sky. Dhyana is nothing but the continuous evolution of meditation. So the action is a simple sound. Om. So if you continuously just say Om, 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 then it is repetition of sound. Then what evolves from meditation to dhyana? Meditation is when an action is connected with attention and energy raising its consciousness is meditation. Dhyana is a mystical pathway of that attention triggering the cosmic energy within you. So then there is a mystical pathway through which the simple action of meditation starts to becoming dhyana. Like a simple tiny seed is put into the ground, but something in the soil and something in the sky, the open space, in that union, the seed sprouts and evolves into a very tall, beautiful, grand tree. So what is that mystical pathway that evolves a simple meditation and activity based action into dhyana? This is the point that we are exploring in the second layer of dhyana. When we say attention, your mind will perceive like seeing a particular dot. What the society or your friends, family, and many other books and psychologists and philosophers have taught you, attention means to see a particular point, to focus, like an arrow pointed and directed towards a particular object. This is a preconceived ideology that is functioning within your own minds, the trickster, the limited object, the limiting tool. But attention is not seeing a particular object. It is not concentration. Concentration is to concentrate your functionalities into a particular object. So this is what everybody knows, and if I say bring your attention, then the mind starts functioning like concentration. Then the mystical pathway that evolves a seed into the tree is lost. So the mystical pathway that evolves your simple meditation into dhyana is not concentration. Though the words used is bring attention and energy follows and consciousness rises, that is true. But the word attention should be observed very keenly, without prejudice, without corruption of your past mind, without the influence of whatever you have heard, listened, understood up to now. Attention is a process of withdrawing your energies. This is the mystical pathway through which the meditation, a simple activity, transforms itself into dhyana, the Vishwarupa of your energy, of your divine energy. That transformation happens when your attention is no more having the prejudice of concentration, but it is an effort of withdrawing your existing concentration. That means a simple action is already happening with all the attention combined with your preconceived notions and your knowledge trying to point into one particular object. That force is already there within the word called as attention. These happen like a computer command within you. If you press delete, it is gone. If you press enter, you go to the next space. Likewise, the word attention has this energy inbuilt into that word. But the mystical pathway is withdrawal of existing energy within your attention as you are doing any action. That means you just go to a beach and you are relaxing, laid back, doing nothing, like a Zen lion. A lion simply gazes the space in the wild forest, doing nothing. Similarly, you are just in a beach, doing nothing, seeing the things happening in front of you. So every moment, if you internally witness what is happening to your mind, then the mind is continuously on concentration. It will see a girl who is carrying a surfboard and walking, and suddenly it sees somebody making noise in the remote corner of the beach, and it will see there, and while seeing the remote corner where people are making noises, it will remember, last year I went to this particular beach and how loud scream we were involved into. So the mind is continuously into the game of concentration into a particular spot. Dhyan means to withdraw from that point of concentrated spot. That means as you realize that I have concentrated, you are into the withdrawal energy of dhyana. As you are into the repetitive energy of concentrating one particular object, like a girl with a surfing board or somebody making some noise in that corner of the beach, or you may think 1 year back we went to that beach and you see that time I saw a girl, that time a sadhu came. If the mind comes back to any of this one event, then the attention is moved into the energy of concentration. And when you say, oh my God, I am supposed to withdraw from that same concentrated spot, then the action has become dhyana, because it withdrew itself from the concentrated objects in your vast database of mind. So that withdrawal from existing concentrated spots which continuously change from one spot to other, but it is always concentrated. This withdrawal is the pathway, the mystical pathway of consciousness, which transforms itself from a simple action of meditation to the transformative capacity, that which evolves. Remember, I said dhyan means that which evolves itself continuously within a simple action. So the mystical pathway of dhyan, that continuous evolving capacity, transformating capacity of itself, is when you are into the withdrawal energy. When your mind is attached with that scene of yesterday or today or now, it is concentrated. But when you remember, oh, I am to withdraw, then being out of that concentration is to be withdrawn. This withdrawal energy is the mystical pathway that which continuously evolves you from a seed into the tall tree of cedar. This is the second layer of dhyana. The third layer of meditation is meditator. First layer meditation, the second layer is dhyana, and the third layer is dhyani, meaning meditator. As the sadhana of the second layer, you go on remembering that moment that I am into the attention of a particular event of mind or event of your life, wherever you are, like seeing a girl or seeing a bird, seeing the nature, and so many reactions happen within you as you see the external object or you see that very stored object in your own mind. Such reactions keep happening. As this game of reactions keep happening, when you realize to withdraw, you are conscious. So the game is like the wind pushes the tree and the tree pushes the wind back, like that. The wind of mind brings new situations in the external world outside your eyes, and the mind reacts. Similarly, your own mind remembers all the events of the past situations. Maybe you met a sadhu, maybe you saw a girl, maybe you played with a child, maybe you played with your grandpa, and associated pleasures and fears. Everything is brought from your own mind into the external event. Similarly, when you just see bloodshed happening, the relevant emotion is triggered within you, and the hormone which gets activated out of fear also becomes toxin in the body. Similarly, when the mind becomes calm, silent, the hormone which needs to be released with calmness is also released into the body, and it clears the toxins of the body, of the mind. So with the second stage of meditation, you trying to improve your dhyana with your sadhana, then the capacity to withdraw, the capacity to realize the loop of thoughts grows like a small seed growing into a tree. In this sadhana, you have developed the capacity to realize when the thought has moved out of your consciousness, or when the thought ends by realizing, oh, I was withdrawing my attention from the concentrated event of mind or life. So that capacity of withdrawing has grown from a seed into a little plant and then into a small tree and then into a big tree. That means when the plant was very small, if the wind is strong, it will take away the plant. The plant has got no possibility. While you are beginning your meditation journey, that is the situation. But now, the capacity to withdraw your sadhana of dhyana, when you have continued and when you have pursued it in the suggested manner, then that small little seed has grown itself into a grand tree with the capacity of dhyana, with its roots nicely anchoring into the energies of dhyana. The outside wind, meaning that waves of thoughts, will take you into another bundle of thoughts, but the withdrawal energy of dhyana self-asserts and realizes quickly. Now when this happens, that means the realization of being moved into a thought, when this has become stronger, then the structure of thoughts have become vika. You have become a force of dhyana. Now dhyani is the one who possesses this force of being withdrawn at the same time and able to concentrate on any aspects of life also. The capacity to withdraw is so strong in himself that as he moves into any action, he is able to be completely in balance with himself. So one who possesses the accumulated dhyana through sadhana, and it has become like a tree which has got its own roots into the earth and it stands tall, it does not fall with any strong breeze so easily. Similarly, you will not be moved into frustrations, you will not be moved into sadness, you will not be moved into some difficult challenges, you will not have a heartbreaking situation, and every challenge does not seem to uproot you. You stand solid, rooted into the energies of meditation, evolved into dhyana. So maybe any thought structure, any new thought or any old thought or your past or your future comes and touches you just like the breeze touching the tree, but it has no impact to the tree. The tree is rooted strongly into itself. Similarly, by the sadhana of this attention into the action, by being withdrawn in that attention, has given you this new power of dhyana, and over sadhana this has accumulated and made you a dhyani. So in the third state of being a dhyani, everything is simple. Thoughts come, they go. Situations come, challenges happen, but solution is there. Problem comes, but you are not broken. You are alive and fresh. That energy of meditation going deeply within you is sufficient to discard and expel any challenges of life or any difficult moments of life, any locks that has presented itself into a situation, because the energy of meditation is so fresh. That is the instrumental, the foundation force of this universe, that which allows everything to evolve. A seed into the tree, a mud into the rock, a water into a therapy, a small child into an adult into an old man, a dull man into an intelligent man, a poor man into a rich man, a confused man into a wise man, a weak man into a strong man, a sick man into a healthy man. The foundation of human existence is this transformative capacity of meditative energy. So Dhyani possesses this meditative energy to a great capacity. He has built himself with the foundation of this meditative energy through the sadhana of dhyana. So from the outside he seems just like every other human being. 2 eyes, 2 legs, 2 arms, moving and talking and doing any mundane work, just like weaving or a sportsman, or he is a teacher, he is a professor, he could be anything, doing the mundane actions of life, necessities to support the external living. But he is not an ordinary man. That which resides within himself, that which has been the basic building bricks of himself, is rooted into the meditative capacity of being withdrawn into himself. Because of that, he is an extraordinary being in an ordinary framework of work. He may be a cobbler, but still he is not an ordinary being. He may be simply a shepherd, taking the sheep into the wild and bringing it back. The action is common, being done by every other person in his village, but his being is not same. He is a transformed person. Dhyani is the one who has an accumulated power of dhyana, so that all situations of life does not touch him, does not break him. He stands tall like a rooted tree. So the wind blows, life's a challenge happens, but dhyana keeps you alive, fresh. What can be more beautiful that you have made a loss, but you are alive, fresh and kicking, ready to go, joyful, happy, without the traces of loss. And you made a great profit. You are ready to go, you are happy, you are fresh, you are healthy, you are supercharged, you are happy to see the next day. You are joyful to be in contact with the moving breeze, with the kiss of the water, with the touch of the breeze, with the absorption of the sunlight. This contact, you are just ready to go, waiting for the next day to emerge. Whether it is a good day, whether it is a bad day, you are alive within yourself. That possibility is the third layer of dhyani. So when this dhyani moves in a car, he is in ecstasy, so the car adds value to that dhyani. Whereas somebody with so much money, but in his own self, he is not a dhyani, then car is good, but his life is stuck, imprisoned, demotivated, dragging, not willing to wake up the next day. But the dhyani, with the car, without the car, he is simply in ecstasy, joyful, blissful, ready to wake up the next day for the feel of the air, the soft breeze, the light heat of the sunlight, this fragrance of the earth, the sound of the birds. He is in joy or at ease with himself. Due to this sadhana, the reactions of his own mind has slowly dissolved itself because of this withdrawing capacity, starting to see his own mind. So in this combination of being able to withdraw from the concentrated situations and scenes of mind and life, that attention is already there, and within attention this withdrawing capacity has evolved, and he continuously sees his own minds, the reactions, the anger, the jealousy, the evil, the compulsive behavior, the non-meditativeness. In this sadhana continuously, like a snake in Shiva's neck, all the evil stands within him like a snake in Shiva's neck, but it does not bite him. It is simply there because the meditative force has uprooted, evolved from a seed into the tall tree, and it has enough strength unto itself that no breeze can shatter it, no thoughts can make you sad, no situation can put you bad. So you are blissful. While sleeping you are blissful, in action you are blissful. Bliss is the production within your own body, so the consciousness has evolved continuously and expanded to its fullest capacity. That person is dhyani. When you have become a dhyani, life is blissful. Challenges are passing clouds. Difficulties are just like falling leaves, they fall, but the tree grows. Life is a blessing, it's a celebration. It's the continuous evolution of joy and consciousness. Become a dhyani and experience life like never ever before. Life is a beautiful phenomenon. The mysteries of life has completely expressed itself into your own consciousness. And the end point of dhyani, you become a Buddha. You are controlled by no experiences of the meditation, of the dhyana, and neither of the dhyani. Now you are free from everything, and you are called Buddha, the Blessed One. This is about from meditation to meditator.